Hello everyone, welcome back to another form of visual arts. So someone asked me, is it possible to get any other shades of green? Well, yes, and that is what today's video is all about. Green. Green is the color between cyan and yellow on the visible spectrum. That means in subtractive color systems used in painting and color printing, it is created by a color combination of yellow and cyan. And then he also said he thought the three primary colors were red, blue, and green. Well, he is right. That is because green is one of the additive primary colors along with red and blue, which are mixed in different combinations to create all the other colors. However, the three main primary colors are red, blue, and yellow. For example, if you mix red and blue, you get purple. Mix red and yellow, you get orange. And when you mix yellow and blue, you will get green. And that is what we are doing today. First off, we are mixing one main green and then we are spreading it out to get multiple greens, both lighter and darker, and also different shades of green that fall in between. And then secondly, we are swatching the greens on these cute little display clip pads that I made. And lastly, we will be making cute little green art to remember this day. I will also be showing you a proper view of these clipboards with the different colors that I was able to pull out of green. I enjoyed filming this so much. As I already said, this video was requested by one of you as a question in the comment section of my second last video. I really hope I answered the question after all. So, dear Harry Potter, that's how we call him, I hope your question was answered. So we are ready to mix our green. And to mix my green, I always use yellow and blue. Some people use red and yellow. Some people use burnt amber and yellow. Some people use burnt sienna and yellow. But we have these primary colors, so I'll be using blue and yellow. These colors normally come in different variations. You can see this little blue The smaller tin of blue is quite darker than the bigger one, but since the bigger tin of blue is the same brand as our yellow here, we will be using these bigger tins. And I will also be adding like black and white to get different shades of green, like to make it lighter or to make it darker, you know, depending. And we'll also be using red wherever necessary. This is not a must. I just want to see the different tints that green can give me. And so this is a Peacock brand. I've been using these acrylic tints for a long time and they're so good. I would recommend them. I get this from industrial area in Kampala if you need them, if you're within Kampala. And so let's get started. Yeah, it looks quite messy because I don't actually clean the lids or stuff like that, but I'll try to be more neat. Yeah, we get our blue and put on a palette and we add yellow onto the palette, but keep them separate because we'll just be adding like portions. We will be picking little portions to mix, and we definitely need more yellow than blue because, you know, blue being dark, it's so strong. So we have our little yellow on our palette and we just add a little bit of blue to it, so we can be mixing it slowly, and whichever tint that we get, we pick a little bit of it and keep it on our palette and keep adding blue or keep adding any other color. But for now we're starting with adding blue to the mixture. Whichever green we get, we'll keep adding blue to it, blue to it, blue to it, until we reach an extent where we're going to be adding yellow to it, yellow, 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 like that, just to see how blue green we can get and how yellow green we can get, if you get what I mean. So this is the first shade of green that we've got so far by mixing yellow and blue directly, and we're going to keep a little bit of this on our palette here so we can swatch on our clip pads later so we can clearly see them. Ooh, this is a beautiful green if you agree with me. Let's keep a little portion of this, and we're adding so tiny on the palette because we are going to be adding tiny bits because we are getting so many green shades today. Let's keep a little bit of this on the side of our palette as well so we can just relate. I'm saying a lot of so's, I hope you can excuse me. And we've added blue to it. As I've said, we're gonna go blue, blue, blue. So more blue to it. You can see it's still maintaining the green tint, but a different tint from the first one that we got. It's because we've added blue, so it's more like blue, blue, yellow on our palette, and we get this kind of green. And if we add more blue to this, we will definitely get a deeper blue green this time around. And look how this is. You know, with acrylics, it's so creamy and all that nice. This is the kind of green that we have. And maybe we stop here with blue because we don't want it to over gravitate towards blue. So now we're adding yellow to lighten up the green, and you can already see the green we are getting because we've added this bright yellow to it. And this time it's that kind of green that we can use in highlights and stuff. But trust me, we have not yet gotten really, really light green. You'll see. Adding more yellow just so we can get a different green from this tiny drop of green that we kept earlier. That's why I kept it here, so we can relate and not mix it again. And adding more yellow to this, and we get even brighter. Like, it is just so much fun mixing these colors and see what we can actually get. You can mix thousands of different colors from actually the same color but so many tints, you get. Adding more yellow to this to make it get lighter, and I feel we are adding more yellow to this than we ever added blue. Now we're getting these cute neon greens, and we just can't stop adding yellow yet because we are yet getting more lighter and lighter with our green. And you see those highlight greens people use in their paintings, we haven't even reached there yet, and it's already bright like this. Adding more yellow to this to see how lighter we can get to make the next shade. Ooh, this looks like avocado green. It looks I feel like eating this, but you should never eat your paints. Oh, you won't have enough for next time. Do not drink your paint water, however appetizing it looks like. For health benefits, should we add more yellow? A little bit more yellow to this to get brighter. I wouldn't use so much bright green in my painting, but it's so fun mixing it. However, this is now the neon kind of green that you can use for highlights. Just look how cute these light greens are. Okay, I think we have to stop with adding yellow. Look how cute that is. So now let us go on white, and we're going to be adding white to see how our neon green turns into. Definitely this is turning into a pale green and still creamy enough to be eaten. Well, this is not pale enough, so let's add more white to it. Looks like avocado juice with milk in it. This is the pale green I was talking about, and let's see what happens when we add a little bit more white. Okay, I think this is enough white. We have to go black now. So let's keep a portion of that and start adding black. Well, I've cleaned the palette a bit because I want to start afresh with the black, because black is so strong. We need to start somewhere. I'm picking random grains that I've already mixed and I'm adding black to it. Well, you don't need to add actually a lot of black. Black is the strongest color you can add to any other color on your palette. So a little bit of it is enough antidote to get rid of the poison you've taken. Or it can be that poison that no antidote can ever cure. So this is the kind of green that we get when we add a little bit of black to our green. We're gonna keep that and we're gonna add more green here to increase the quantity, and we're adding black. And look at the green we're getting. Can't you see we're gravitating towards army green now? Like, this is even the kind of green that I've never gotten. Oh, thanks to Harry Potter, I have many greens to make now. And adding more black to this. Okay, it's still army green, one that can actually camouflage properly in the woods. Yeah, so you can get many ideas of what you want to paint by just mixing these random colors you get. Adding more black to this gives us that dark green that we can use in our green paintings instead of using black. Look at these colors that we have so far. So we're going to pick this bluish color and we're adding white to it to get a different tint, because we're done adding black. This is the kind of blue green that you get now, and you can still see the tint of green in it, although it's not so much. So let's add a little bit of yellow to this and we go towards some kind of green, and you can see it's more like cobalt green. Is there cobalt green? Yeah, I think so. And it's kind of my favorite green. And let's keep adding white to this mixture. Did you see me sneaking some little black? Yeah. It has actually given us some kind of grayish green that you will see when I'm swatching. So now guys, this is it. We're done. We are done mixing green for today. These are so many greens, and many more would still come out of these shades, but we need to stop here because I need to swatch for you to see. I had actually made a list to follow, but I've clearly made more colors than what I have on the list. Beautiful, beautiful greens. Let's start swatching, and we are starting with the lightest, And I know we're going to mix it a little bit in the middle, whether we follow from lightest to darkest. But let's start with this lightest that we have on our palette. I'm just going to speed this, no more talking, so probably some music is going to be playing until we are done swatching. Also, isn't this swatch clipboard idea so great? Let me know down in the comment section if you've liked it. It's good for display actually. You can do it yourself, so it is a DIY. And do not leave this video yet. Keep watching until the end, because at the end of it, we are making a green art only using this green palette that we've created today. I wouldn't want you to miss that for anything, especially if you've come this far. Also consider subscribing to this channel for more videos like this one. Like and comment a question down below so I can make a video for you with your comment pinned to it. Share the video with others so we can help one another. If you can't finish this video today, you can always come back and finish it later. And don't forget to check out on my other videos too. Same content, different ideas. Enjoy the swatching.